The Young and the Restless reveals the scandals Jordan is orchestrating that are changing Claire's life. They are becoming more tense than ever when Kyle and Claire Newman become the center of a dangerous game. Their blossoming relationship could become the target of Jordan's dark schemes, who is constantly seeking revenge on Claire. When Claire finds love and happiness with Kyle, it could cause a deep loss for Jordan, who has invested years in training Claire to be a cold, calculating warrior. And in Jordan's eyes, someone like Claire should not be allowed to love or have any attachment to anyone. Kyle and Claire's relationship, Jordan's new target. Kyle and Claire's relationship is not a normal romantic development. It is a relationship that develops against a backdrop of dark forces and revenge plots. What started as a sweet love story now turns into a potential danger. For Claire, Kyle is not only her lover but also the beginning of a new life, where she can find peace and happiness after the days of being manipulated and used as a tool in Jordan's schemes. But for Jordan, this love affair is a great threat. If Kyle and Claire continue this relationship, Claire will no longer be a pawn that Jordan can control. This is something Jordan cannot accept. Claire finding love could ruin the revenge plan she has nurtured for so many years. Jordan has planned for Claire to become a cold, calculating monster with no room for emotion in her life. Claire is no longer a tool in her hands, and Jordan cannot let this continue. The pain of loss and the threat from Jordan. The December 6th episode featured a shocking moment when Jordan accidentally witnessed Kyle and Claire kissing. This scene not only angered Jordan, but also showed that she had failed to control Claire. The relationship between Kyle and Claire was a clear sign that Claire had changed. No longer the cold, emotionless woman that Jordan had created, Claire now had love, and that made Jordan feel like all his hard work had gone down the drain. With her anger and frustration at the top of her lungs, Jordan would probably do anything to destroy this relationship, and there was no better strategy for her than to take away what was most important to Claire. This meant that Kyle would likely become Jordan's biggest target. She knows that Claire would be devastated if anything happened to Kyle, and that would motivate Jordan to pursue her goal, to make Kyle and Claire pay. Jordan's cruel revenge. Jordan is a woman who is not afraid to do anything to achieve her goals, including using extreme methods. She has proven in the past that she is not afraid to use poison as a tool to solve problems. It could be her way of removing Kyle from Claire's life, an imposter who would be eliminated only to bring Claire back into Jordan's orbit. If Jordan decides that Kyle is a threat that needs to be eliminated, then the possibility of her using poison is very high. This puts Kyle in danger that he could never have imagined. Any flaw in Claire's plans or Kyle's protection could become an opportunity for Jordan to carry out his intentions. The imagined scene of Kyle fighting for his life would be a tense moment in the plot, a confrontation not only between the characters but also a struggle between love and revenge, between protection and manipulation. Claire and Kyle's uncertain future. Claire falling in love with Kyle may be the biggest turning point in her life, but it also represents the greatest risk for them. For Jordan, Claire must learn to cope with the pain of loss. Claire will have to learn that attachment to another person can lead to dire consequences. Can Claire and Kyle overcome Jordan's dark schemes? Will Claire have the strength to protect her loved one from the forces that are targeting them? Entering this battle, both Claire and Kyle will face formidable challenges, not only from external enemies but also from within themselves. The story will continue to follow their struggle to maintain their love amid a backdrop of intrigue and revenge. Subscribe to Yandar for updates to stay up to date with the latest news.